G'day guys, MFWest here. I've got a boss guy video today on King Goroth. Now, King Goroth's a pretty tough fight for Unholy to perform well. You have to time your Dark Arbiters well so you can get the maximum amount of damage. Otherwise, if you aren't timing your DAs correctly, the boss will phase and the ads will spawn and your DA will just lose so much DPS. It's hitting the boss's shield or moving to the ads to try and do damage. So we're going to dive right into the actual footage of me downing the actual boss. But before that, I just wanted to show you guys the gear that I was using in the fight. Now, I was using 2-set. I was 958 item level. I had a Kazarov's trinket. Now I have gotten my hands on 4-set, so it's a massive DPS increase. But in the video, I do not have 4-set. It's just 2-piece. And the final thing to show you guys is the log that I got for this fight. For this fight, that you're going to see I got 98 percentile, did 1.67 million damage. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to dive right into the video and let's go. Alrighty guys, and here we are. So just typical opener. Now you want to make sure that you're standing nowhere near your tanks, because the boss is going to do this kind of like hammer ability where he hits the tank, and you do not want to be anywhere near that ability because it's going to hurt. It's going to do about 0.5%. That's actually the ability. Well, it looks like that, but he does it on the tanks a lot of the time. Avoid stepping on those little mine things. You don't have to not step on them, but just avoid it. So you just want to get your typical DA opener here, guys. You want to make sure that you're always dodging the orb, or the orbs that are flying around the room. The tanks are supposed to be the ones that actually stand in front of those and pop them. So there's no reason for you to actually be standing in front of those. So after about 30 seconds, the boss will phase and you'll go and kill your corresponding group that you're assigned to. So mine was the purple ad. Now this thing, you need to maximize damage output on it, guys. The higher HP it has, the more damage you do to the ad. So you want to be using your Chains of Ice Cold Heart ability as soon as you can. Even if you're at like 15-16 stacks, use it because it's going to do more damage than it would when this ad's on low HP. So a lot of other classes, they save their DPS cooldowns for these ads. Now we can't save DA for it because the ad in our group anyway dies like that. Before your DA can even ramp up, it's gone. So you need to be making sure that you use your DA on the boss. And that's good. Having boss damage is very good. Your raid leader's going to love you for it. So after we kill that ad, you're back on the boss again. And there's really not much going on until the next phase. So just main things you got to watch out for: orbs running around the room, obviously the Ruiner ability. Honestly, if you're standing like where I am now, I wasn't even scared of the beam because I know it's going to end there. It does so say the room was split into quarters, like 4 quarters. It does about 1/4 of the room that Ruiner attack, if not less. So you're pretty safe if you're pretty decent far away. As you saw, I wasn't really in danger. Yeah, so here we go again. So you're going to do Ruiner again and Reverberating Strikes. Make sure that you're nowhere near the tanks, guys. That's very important. I popped my second Dark Arbiter here because I know I can get it off before the next ad phase comes. I recommend you guys do the same. You should get around 3 Dark Arbiters in this fight. And yeah, our raid group actually saves Lust for that 3rd ad because it's doing a lot of damage. That was a sick dodge. Yeah, we saved Dark Arbiter for that 3rd ad because of a lot of damage going out, but this is the 2nd ad. So as you can see, watch when I use my Cold Heart. Sorry, on the second ad. Watch when I use my Cold Heart here. So we just lusted. So this ad's going to get absolutely one-shot. I'm going to Cold Heart just there. Did 4.8 million non-crit, which is alright, I guess. But the problem with Unholy on this fight is, after you kill this ad, you want to move over to the other group's ad, which is going to be still alive. And holy shit, without Wraithwolf, you are just so slow. Look how slow I am. Like, everyone's just flying over there, trying to get there as soon as they can. And then you just get me using Wraithwolf at the last second to try and get on the ad. And then so that really sucks. Yeah, Unholy has not got the best. That's what I'm saying. It's a very tough fight for Unholy. Our cooldowns don't really line up well with the ads. We can't pop DA on the ads. It's a much better suited for Frost DKs in my opinion. So this phase, again, the damage is a little bit more amplified on the boss. And yep, so just focus on getting your next DA up right. So prep for your DA, make sure that you have full runic power bar, your runic power is full, and you're going to unload as many death claws into the boss as you can. It's going to be your last DA. You should be able to get 3 DAs for this fight for most of this expansion. I don't think group's DPS would be good enough to only do 2, but hey, you never know. So as you can see, I know when it's going to end, so I don't even bother moving. Once you learn that kind of spacing, it's fine. Yeah, Reverb Riding Strike on me, at the end of on the last few phases, you actually want to save like a pretty big cooldown for it because it hurts. It really, really hurts. And yep, so boss is on 20% HP, and we should go into a last ad phase, and then he's going to do his little kind of final phase, I believe. Yep, so Apocalypse Protocol is coming up in 6 seconds. I'm using my DA here, and my DA is just finishing. I get that out just before he's going to swap into Protocol, so cutting it kind of close. You just don't want to have your DA having 0 downtime. You want your DA to be, you know, casting forever. You could debate that I actually should have saved my DA for this last ad because 1, everyone's cooldowns are down. 2, there's no bloodlust, so the ad's not going to die fast. But even now, like, will I get a full DA in here? I think I'd get like a 3/4 of a DA. So you gotta weigh it, like, is my group good enough to get this ad down fast, or am I just better off sticking to the boss? And I just chose to do the boss. If your group hasn't got as good DPS, then by all means, in that last phase, pop your DA on the ad. You're helping the raid out, and you know the ad's just gonna die fast. And yep, 5% left on the boss, and that's pretty much GG, guys. There you have it. So that's a 98 percentile for that fight. I think I'm ranked 1 on the server for it as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope I gave you guys some insight on the fight. And if you have any questions, ask me down below in the comments. Follow me on social media, MFWest WoW, Facebook and Twitter. And please, please, please give the video a like. And click that little bell notification to see more videos like this. Have a good one, guys. Unholy for the win.